Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Nina, Silic nutrition and lifestyle coach, and today we're going to be talking about some mindset mistakes that you're making that you just need to let go of. You guys, mindset. Mindset is probably one of the most important factors when it comes to reaching your health and fitness goals, because let's be real, I could give you the perfect plan, I could give you a nutrition plan or a training plan, and if you don't have the right mindset, you're going to find it really difficult to execute that plan and succeed with your goals. So today I'm going to talk about a few things that I really see so often with either new clients or people who are coming to me for just general health and fitness advice and are just starting out maybe, or are starting all over again, who have kind of been on that path to trying to lose weight or gain some muscle or whatever your goals may be. You're just struggling in some way, and there's certain roadblocks in terms of mindset I really see all the time. So let's get into those. So one of the biggest things I see is people waiting for just the right time. Just the right time. What does that even mean, right? There never is going to be a right time. And I see this so often where people say something like, for example, I'm going to start when my job is less crazy. Or, right now my kids are at home, it's school holidays, I just can't do anything. I'm not going to start for another few weeks, or whatever it may be. And listen, those points are really valid. Yes, jobs are stressful. Yes, kids are full on, and whatever else might be happening in your life, right? But this is something you need to understand. Life is going to happen. Life happens, and it's always going to happen. There never is going to be a just the right time to start a health and fitness journey. There really never is. It's just about starting. So you just need to get started no matter how or when or whatever or in what capacity. It doesn't matter if you start really, really small. As long as you start, you can then set the foundation, because you're going to build from there. So for example, if you're someone who's just really struggling with getting workouts in, it's just something you can't do, it's really hard for you to do, then there's no point in you trying to aim for like 6 workouts a week to start with, or waiting for the perfect time for 6 workouts a week to be doable. There's no point. Why don't you just start somewhere? Hey, let's do 10 minutes a day, or maybe do 2 workouts a week that are 30 minutes. Do something that you can scale back and you can actually fit into whatever your current situation is, and then you can build from there. So just start now. The next biggest mindset, issue, roadblock, whatever you want to call it, I see is many of you have a perfection mindset. So what does that even mean? It means you're in like all or nothing. You have to be perfect, or you just feel like you failed, right? So for example, if you're somebody who's been tracking their calories or tracking their macros for the week, and you have a day that you mess up a little bit, it's not perfect, it's not on plan. A lot of you, I see that happening, and you go, well, I messed up, whatever, the whole week is ruined. I'm just going to go binge eat on whatever I feel like eating because it doesn't matter anyway. It really does matter, and perfectionism is not something that's going to get you to your end goal. It's not about being perfect. Perfection does not exist, and it doesn't matter if you're like on point, and then you have a day and then you fall off the wagon. It's not going to work that way. What you need to focus on instead is just being consistent. So, if you do mess up, all right, well, how am I going to fix that? I'm just going to get back on that bandwagon tomorrow. Or, hey, maybe I can make up some of those calories tomorrow. If I overate a little bit today, maybe tomorrow I'll eat a little bit less, or be more mindful of what I'm taking in. So you can average it out for your week. You can still be consistent, or if you miss a workout for the week, it's like, oh, I've ruined the whole week. You really haven't. Hey, maybe get an extra workout in the following week, or just get back on track for the next week and get that normal workout back in. It doesn't matter if you miss a couple of things here or there. As long as you keep moving forward and you continue to stay on track as best as you can, those small things that you do get done are going to add up over time, and you're going to achieve your goals much quicker than trying to be on and off all the time. I also see so many of you just giving up at any first sign of when things get hard or where you have a struggle. So you stop doing that. Just stop it. Again, going on that whole perfectionism thing, if you find yourself struggling with something, it's no reason to give up. You just need to do the best that you can to get through it, and then you learn from that. So something I've seen particularly lately, people have been either stress eating or maybe overeating because of something emotional going on or something traumatic or whatever the case may be. And lost my train of thought. And it's something they struggle to deal with, struggle to get through, and it's a setback. And then because they've had that setback, it's like, oh, I'm just going to throw in the towel. What's the point? I'm going to give up. No. Stop doing that. Just make sure that if there's something you're struggling with or you mess up with it, you learn from it or find a way to push through that struggle and make it through, okay? And then you can continue to keep going. It's not about being perfect every week. It's not about, having things go smoothly, because I'm going to say this so much. You guys are going to get sick of me saying it. Life happens. Life is always going to happen. So work through those struggles and just keep that momentum going. Also, struggles do not equal failure, or mistakes don't equal failure. A lot of you that I speak to, you have a week where you feel like you made a mistake with something, and then you feel like you failed because of that. And you're like, oh, I had the worst week, Nina. I missed a workout, or I went out to dinner and completely mislogged my macros. My day was way off and I just feel like I failed. I'm so sorry. I messed up this week. No. Firstly, never apologize for making a mistake. You're human. It's going to happen on your nutrition plan or your training plan. Okay, relax. Secondly, you just have to learn from those mistakes. We're all human. It's a new process. So if you're someone that's especially new to nutrition and training, you're not going to get it right the first time. You're not going to get it right maybe the second, third, fourth time, but you're going to improve from those mistakes. So if you've had a week where you overate accidentally, hey, okay, how can I do better next time? What can I learn from this? And then we're going to implement that into the following week or the following few weeks to make sure you're continually getting better. So stop feeling like any mistake you've made is a failure. It's not. It's a lesson, and use it to move forward. And many of you really struggle to learn from any mistakes or slip-ups. So get that out of your head, that you're not learning from that. You really need to take that as a lesson. So like I said before, some of you feel like you're completely failing and you don't learn from it. So you just start all over again. And it's like this vicious cycle of stop, start, and you just really struggle to get to where you want to be. Make sure you adopt that mindset of, hey, any mistake I make is going to be a lesson. I'm going to allow myself to learn from this. What can I learn from this? And then what can I implement to do better next time? I see this all the time, and I'm guilty of it too. You guys are way too hard on yourselves. And I say this every week to people, every single week, pretty much every client that checks in, I'm like, you're being so hard on yourself right now. Oh my gosh, can you please be a little kind? Have some self-compassion, have some self-love, because as long as you're someone who's trying your best every single week, that's all anybody could ever ask for. That's all any coach could ask for. That's all that you should even ask of yourself. Hey, maybe my week wasn't perfect. Maybe I did some messing up, but did I do my best in this given week or this given situation? If you did, that is good enough. And then say to yourself, hey, how can I do better next week? And then you give it your best again. And over time, your best is going to get, Over time, your best is going to improve. So maybe your best was here before. And then over time, it's going to be over here, and you're going to be excelling in what you're doing. So just make sure that you are not too hard on yourselves, you guys. Have some love. The last thing I see so often in terms of mindset is that you guys do not celebrate your wins. You don't even recognize your wins, so you can't even celebrate them. Any little thing that you did well in a week or the month or whatever your time frame is needs to be celebrated. So let's say, for example, You struggled to track your food previously, and this week you nailed all of your calories. Maybe your macros went on point, fine, but hey, you stayed within your calorie range for the first time ever. Yay, that's a huge win. Celebrate that. Be proud of that. Be proud of yourself with that, and then keep progressing forward. Or maybe you were skipping workouts you could only get to a week in, and that was your maximum. This week you nailed 3. That's a win, right? So anything that you can celebrate. Maybe you hit a PR in the gym. Maybe you didn't binge eat for the first time. Whatever the case may be, anything that you can recognize in your week as a little win, you need to write that down, have it in front of you and say, hey, well, maybe my week wasn't perfect, but I still did XYZ really well, better than I've ever done before. Or hey, I did this for the first time that I've never done and I excelled at that. That is a win. So make sure you are celebrating that every single time you do it. So there you have it, you guys. There are some mindset hacks you can implement to just help you get to where you want to be. And those nasty mindsets you need to let go of because you don't need them. There's no place for them. So I hope you found this video really, really helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you give it a thumbs up because that really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. That's also really important. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Bye.